Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I've sat down and really recorded myself, and there's a reason why, obviously, but that's the point of the video anyway. So hold up. Yeah, there was a little back glare in the mirror of my room, and it made me feel uncomfortable because it felt like I can still see a little bit of the glare, but it was worse when the it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'm making this video to give a little life update. I have a couple of vlogs that I have not posted yet, and I have to post my room tour, and I'm thinking about recording all of the other freshman female dorms, because when I was looking at dorms, I didn't really have anything to look at. There wasn't much about the Hampton dorms and the different buildings that I could stay in, so the only ones that I knew about were the ones that I saw, and I didn't like some of the ones that I saw, so I picked the nicest one, and then I picked the one that had the most recently updated bathrooms, and I ended up in the one with the most recently updated bathrooms. So I feel I feel a little awkward, but that's just maybe that's just what I'm going through right now. I hesitated a lot before making this video. I actually wanted to film this 2 weeks ago, but I was never really feeling up to it. Not only because it's something that's actually really personal, but also something that can cause a lot of commentary. So I just figured, why not, let's just do it and see how it goes. So yeah, it's week 7, I want to say. I've been here for 7 weeks, and around week 4 I started to get a little homesick, and it wasn't like I missed home. It wasn't really that. I didn't want to go home or anything. It's just I just missed the ability at home for me to hide from other people. But in my past, I have struggled with being down, and I have had a history of depression, and with that, not that I'm not gonna try and make it seem like a sob story or anything like that, because it's definitely not. It's just a part of who I am. That's sometimes I'm not as well, and that's just an easy way to put it. But with that, I have a nice little roller coaster of days, and around week 4 it was starting to hit that little dip going downwards, and I was like, no, I don't want to do this. This isn't who I want to be anymore. I don't want that in my life anymore. Get it out. It was so easy for me to just say I don't want this around me anymore. I don't want to be this person anymore. We can leave that in high school. So I kind of ignored myself and what I really wanted, and it kind of came back to bite me, because around week 4 I was feeling I wanted to be by myself. Around week 4 I felt myself taking this downward tip, and it kind of messed up some of the friendships that I already had here, and it was a really unfortunate situation. I'm not going to get into detail of it, but it did emotionally affect me a lot, which kind of pushed me down even lower than I was trying to go. I wasn't trying to go down at all, but I was going, and I was tipping and tipping and tipping even more. So I was really upset about it, and I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of just stayed by myself for week 5 and 6. I have a lot of people that I can still hang out with, but the people that I felt closest to while I was here for the first month, I wasn't really on good terms with. So personally, I know that the way that my personality is set up, I have times where I dip down. I don't even think that's personality anymore, because more so it's more like the condition, like, of my mind, like my mind's like the condition my mind is in at a certain period of time will cause me to behave in a certain kind of way that a lot of people don't understand. Like, I didn't make that clear, but also I wasn't comfortable enough making it clear, because it's like a really big deal to come out and tell somebody, oh, well, I have a history of taking that downward fall. Like, I'm used to taking that downward fall and people understanding that. Like, it's kind of hard to just put that out there in conversation, especially when you've only known somebody for 4 weeks. So it really did take a really, really, really not so positive turn. And I'm trying right now to recuperate that, because I feel like that group of people was the best fit for me. Like, a lot of people told me, like, the people that you're friends with when you first get here, you're probably not going to be friends with for the whole time. But I honestly felt like that was a good group for me, like a positive group for me to be around. And I mean, if it works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, I'm still okay with that, because I know other people. It's not that I'm making myself miserable. Like, I'm not. Because in the past I have, like when things aren't working out with my friends, like, I make myself very, very miserable. Like, I make myself feel really bad all the time, and I, like, get down on myself, and it's like, it's all my fault. Like, that's the kind of mind game that goes on in my head. Like, that I felt myself taking that lean, and I wasn't very happy about the situation that I was in, and I was really uncomfortable for like 2 weeks, and it was extremely difficult to like pull myself back out of that, because it was just, I don't want to be that person anymore. And it took like a week for me to understand that that's just who I am, and it's not something that I can erase. It's something that I can work through. It's something that I can take about myself and find ways to maneuver around it, like to work through it, instead of halting, digging this hole, climbing in this hole, and hiding from everybody for like a week. Like, there's ways for me to stay out, and there's ways for me to function with other people, and that's just the lesson that I took from that. And I don't know, it's just, the whole adjustment was actually pretty terrible. Like, my grades, they suck. Being on top of everything by myself, like learning the material by myself, I've never really had to do that. But it's like putting a lot of stress on me, because if I don't get a C, it won't even count towards my major. Like, I'll have to take the class all over again. And not only that, like, I'm putting a lot of stress on myself, because if I don't get my grades up, I'm gonna lose my scholarship, and that's just not something that I want to do either. Like, that wasn't on the plan for the year. So it was a really hard adjustment in that aspect. But another aspect that was a really a really difficult adjustment was moving from like a paper-based high school onto an electronically based college. Like, in high school, I want to say, like, I took a quiz online maybe twice, 3 times, and it wasn't timed. It wasn't like a teacher put a timestamp on like what time it needed to be done, but like it was like only once or twice. So everything I did, like my homework, I could take my time. Like, I could stay up till 3 a.m. and work it out and do it on my own speed, and like wait until the last minute to do it. But I can't do that no more. Like, so it like really put a lot of pressure on me, because I'm used to doing things on a certain schedule, like being able to, if say something's due on Thursday, I could start it at Wednesday at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then work it out until maybe 11. Like, I had that like mindset coming in that I could do that, but it wasn't. That's absolutely not the case here. Like, I can't do that at all. Cause that 11:59 deadline is no joke. Like, Blackboard will cut you out. Like, Blackboard will shut off, and it will say past due, and it will say that you cannot open it. Like, you can't even look at it to get some like feedback. Like, you can't even see it. If you don't do it before it's supposed to be done, you can't see it at all. Like, you can't see the questions, you can't see the answers, you can't see nothing. Like, it's just, it erases from space. Like it completely vanishes. So that was a really big adjustment. It really took a toll on my academics, which in turn put a lot of stress on me, like, to do better. So, I mean, midterms are coming up. Midterms are in 2 weeks. My grades are coming up, so I feel more confident about it. My grades are definitely not going to be where I want them to be for the semester. Definitely not what I want. But I always have second semester to do even better and to excel the way that I want to. So that's, like, keeping me a little bit sane, but, like, I still am putting a whole lot of stress on myself, and it's keeping me in this, like, low place. Like, this low place emotionally, rather. But yeah, in an upper side, things that I've found that have made me feel better. I looked on YouTube for a lot of inspiration and a lot of positive things to look at as to keep me going, like, to keep me, like, with this mindset, like, I can be a doctor. Like, I do go to office hours now. Like, I'm really not playing anymore. Like, I thought I could handle this. No, I couldn't. I could not handle this at all, and it completely destroyed me emotionally, thinking that I could handle all of this. Don't get help before you need help, because it will mess you up if you're not trying to get help before you need help. Like, no matter what stage you are. Like, you could be in high school, you can be in middle school even. Like, I don't even care. Get help before you need help, because once you figure out that you need help, more than likely you'll be too far gone to save yourself, and that's just not where you want to be, because that's the kind of situation I'm kind of in right now. And luckily I have the resources that I have that help me feel better about myself. I'll link them down below. They won't be extremely helpful for everybody else, but these are things that do work for me, so I'll link those down below. I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. I'm coming back up on that upward swing, so yeah, hopefully the next time I feel myself dipping down, I won't take it as hard, to, like, cut everything off from my life. So that's just what it is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. It means so much to me. I hope the resources that I put down below help somebody else out that are going through the same, like, kind of situation. I really didn't go into depth on my depression story, but not that I don't think it's a good thing to share, but I just don't think that if I had shared it, this video would have been like 30 minutes long, and who's watching the 30-minute video? No, so I'll just make another video. If somebody wants to see that, or how I've gotten through what I've been through, I can make another video all about that, because I am now comfortable talking about it. So yeah, that's all. Like this video, comment, subscribe, check out the resources down below, and yeah, have a great day.